I'm watching Olympic hockey right now.
You're breaking your routine, dude. That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to say, I am playing Tetris.
I know, but Japan is currently playing in women's hockey right now against Germany, and I cannot resist.
You know, no one's really talking about the Olympics here in Japan. Like, it's weird. It's like it's not even happening at all.
It's a shame. I am obsessed with the Olympics. I'm like a fair weather sports guy. Like, I could care less that the Super Bowl is happening this weekend and that the Patriots are in it, but I cannot miss the Olympics. And like we were watching, we saw the opening ceremonies last night, and I've been streaming curling for my students when it's been on. I actually streamed the first American or the USA versus who are they playing? Czechia women's hockey game for my students as well. Like, if it's on, I'm watching.
Okay.
I love the Olympics, dude.
I think, and this is my personal opinion, maybe like Japan is still feeling the burn after they hosted the 2020, or rather the 2021 Olympics without an audience there. So like, it's like they just feel like, you know, no one bothered to show up because of reasons. So
yeah.
Why should we bother like showing what's happening? If we win a gold medal, then that's fine. We'll talk about that. But like everything else, nah, screw the Olympics.
I will say that most Olympic hosting countries do not financially succeed economy-wise from it, but Japan in particular.
Nobody succeeds. No one ever recovers from it financially. Like, they lose billions of dollars a year, or rather, they lose billions hosting the Olympics.
Somebody who asked me, like, 2 years from now, are you going to go to the Olympics when they're hosted in LA? And I was like, you cannot pay me to go back to LA. It is the worst place I have ever been in my entire life.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same way when, because the whole idea of the Olympics is you're supposed to remake it up in tourism, because all the tourists will be like, oh, this is a nice place, let's go there. And then like you hold it in places like Brazil and France and, you know, all these like garbage places where it's just like, I don't want to come back here. I'm going to get robbed.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't have like the security of like the Olympics there and all the police that are like heightening the security, like it's the most dangerous place in the world. It's like, yeah it's not going to bring tourism there.
No.
And they're, so we have a cousin who works out in Hollywood. He works at a movie studio, and they're like, we're 2 years away from hosting the Olympics. The entire world is going to be here. And he's like, where? Like, they have not started developing any Olympic villages yet. They have not started like doing any host locations. There is no word whatsoever other than, yes, the Summer Olympics are going to be in LA in 2 years. That's the only thing that has happened so far. So
yeah, and you know, I used to go out to LA every year to cover E3 when E3 was a thing, and I did go there once for Anime Expo back in 2019. But like, as someone who's gone there often, like, where can you build an Olympic village in LA? Where could you fit a new Olympic stadium in LA? It's like, it's all roads and buildings from like left and right, up and down. Like, there's no place to put anything Olympic like there.
I'm putting my money on it right now. Olympic speed walking is going to be going around Rodeo Drive. Just the bougiest people swiveling their hips at Mach speed.
He's walking.
Or at that point, well, it's LA. It could probably turn into like speed rollerblading at that point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's all we can talk about regarding the Olympics. I'm not watching them. John's probably the only one here who's watching it. Are you watching them, Andrew?
I'll fair weather watch them. I forgot that. Believe it or not, I thought the opening ceremony was on on Super Bowl Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and so I heard it was all going on last night, and I was like, oh well, like, okay.
You didn't miss much. It was the okayest opening. The only reason why we had a good time is because the people who we had over last night we were like watching it while we were doing stuff, and like we kind of got to MST3K it a little bit and poke fun at some of the things that were happening. But like I love the parade of nations and like all those things. Like I love the ceremony stuff of the Olympics and
right.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is because there was no controversy with anything, like no one complaining, it was just it was all right.
Yeah, they weren't in France again.
Yeah, it was fine. I don't have a problem with Italy. I have some students who are from Italy, so
They like to make a good pizza pie.
when Italy came out, you know how the hosting country gets to come out last in the parade?
Yes.
And their country gets to cheer for them. They came out to I forget what Italian song they came out to, but it was like a techno remix of like a Italian song that was basically just like
was it just the Godfather theme?
It could have been that, like if they wanted to. Like it was like they could have come out to It's Amore and it would have been like the same feeling, But like, and so we were trying to figure out what the U.S. is going to come out to when they do it in LA.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know what they'll come out to.
Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
That's right.
Or Party Hard by Andrew WK.
Well, I could only hope, but it's probably either that or it's going to be something like completely wrong, like Born in the USA by Bruce Springsteen, and they're like, dude, that's not what that song's about.